My life before addiction was chaotic. I grew up in a home where drugs and alcohol were normal. I didn't really have a sense of purpose, and I didn't really have hope. Nothing in my family growing up changed. I always seen them participate in addiction, and I didn't think that there was a different way to life. I thought that was the only way. I started experimenting with marijuana when I was in grade school, just trying to find that sense of purpose, something to fill that void that was inside of me. That led me to experimenting with marijuana, which is a gateway drug that led me into using alcohol, and that quickly escalated into smoking meth, and that ruined my life. And when I first started using meth, I was 17 years old, and all my friends were telling me that I was hanging out with the wrong people and that I shouldn't be hanging around with those people. They were really concerned for me, but I didn't care. I always chose my addiction over the people that loved me the most and cared for me the most, and I wasn't able to see that they cared for me in that way because addiction took control of my mind and took control of my life, and my family didn't want me around anymore. They set up a boundary. At the time, I thought they just wanted nothing to do with me, but really they were just showing me that the way I was living wasn't okay. I was in a really bad relationship. I was trying to escape this guy, and I was in Winnipeg actually, and using meth, being strung out for like 5 days without sleeping. I'm not from a big city, so I wasn't sure where I was or what my name was. These cops pulled me over. They asked what my name was, and I told them my name's Natalia. They searched me up on Facebook, and they showed me a picture of myself, and they said, "This doesn't look anything like you. This is not like," because in the state I was in, it didn't look anything like me. So I believed that that wasn't me. And so I let my mind went into a place where I didn't know what reality was anymore. I just made things up in my mind, and I lived in fear. I ended up being in that state for around 3 weeks. In that 3-week time, my family didn't know where I was. They haven't heard from me. None of my friends heard from me. By the grace of God, Mom and my auntie were driving down the same street that I was walking down in Winnipeg. They found me. I didn't make any sense when they found me and they took me home. Yeah, I couldn't even talk. I first heard about Adult and Teen Challenge through my auntie Wendy. I knew that if I stayed in addiction, that I would probably die in addiction, and that was the last straw. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and I made the decision to go into the program. And I went to the women's program in Brandon, Manitoba. First arriving to Adult and Teen Challenge, it was definitely a culture shock for me because I didn't know that people can live a life out of addiction and be happy. I really wanted that. I think I gained major healing from my first few months in the program through people praying for me. Some key factors in the recovery process were just having people to come and walk alongside me, speak into my life, and encourage me in things that they had personal experience with overcoming. Me being able to relate to them and see that somebody actually went through what I went through and they're okay now, and that really encouraged me. Today I have my joy back. I have freedom. I have a community of people that support. I have community and friends that actually want what's best for me. I could honestly say I've never thought I could make it this far in life. Teen Challenge taught me a lot of life skills. Like right now I'm living on my own. I got my first apartment, which is really amazing because no one ever taught me how to do that, but Teen Challenge really helped and supported me to achieve and to even have goals in life. And I garden and I make tomatoes.